was reading this post today where this gentleman was explaining Karens existing in the education front and how they sabotage on an educational level. And then that led to a conversation my husband and I were talking about, like, have you ever worked with a Karen? And he says he cannot recall. However, I have worked for and with a lot of Karens. I've actually been fired by a Karen. And very quickly what happened was, I was in nursing school at the time, but I actually worked in an emergency department setting doing like administration stuff. My boss, Karen boss, overheard, or she knew that I was going to nursing school. And she also knew that I was going to be leaving soon because I was going to be full-time in nursing. The backstory to this is, like, I knew she wanted to go. She expressed several times throughout like our time together that she wanted to be a nurse, but she never had the balls to apply. So for whatever reason, she confided in my friend at the time, like, if Cassie thinks that she is going to use this job to finesse her way into the job of her dreams, then she's got another thing coming. Why she told my friend this, I don't know, because my friend told me this. My friend told me she said this. And then a month later, I was let go. And she never even had a conversation with me about that happening. But given all that context, I knew why it happened. So, like, Brian and I were talking about, like, because I think his perception of a Karen is like what you generally see on the, caught on camera, like they're screaming in a public setting, they want to speak to the manager, like they're combative, they're defiant, and all of that is true. But I do think there is a nuance to the Karen. Like, I think there's a lot of sophisticated Karens. There's a lot of Dr. Karens, there's a lot of nurse Karens. A lot of my educators in nursing school were Karens. And I don't care if they hear this, but they were. And so I think there's Karens across the spectrum, but I think the general, like, I think where all Karens seem to meet in that, like, Venn diagram area is that there is always a sort of malice to them. There's an intent to harm, whether it be physically, whether it be professionally, whether it be like emotionally, like there's always an underlying intent to harm. So, and the reason why this was brought up is because of the recent Karen that was caught on tape having a meltdown. This is no disrespect to, like, mental illness, because I do believe, like, mental illness is real, but, like, we all saw this very white woman weaponizing her whiteness and acting a plumb fool, and no one did anything. So anyways, that was just like, now that I have reviewed my life, I've had a lot of experience with Karens in the workplace and Karens outside of the workplace. And yes, their aim is to destroy, to harm. They're mad at their lives and they want to take it out on everyone else, pretty much.